Now, the most watched entertainment news magazine in the world.
Jeff talked about how many times he tried to kill himself.
A lot of that with Jeff is his trauma and torture that he went through as a child.
Were you afraid that Jeff Conaway might die during his detox?
Absolutely. Yeah, his life was in danger.
It's an epidemic that's out of control. The way people are just injecting things and freezing things, people are looking like aliens.
You tried it.
It just
What did you
didn't
say?
work.
No, what do you mean it didn't work?
It didn't work because it first of all, it didn't work emotionally. It felt fraudulent. It made me feel ashamed of myself that I would try.
Did you try that, the lipo?
I did.
You tried the lipo?
And you know what? Fat comes back in other places.
You tried the Botox?
I tried that
you
too.
Tried the Botox.
And you know what? You don't have an expression. All these actresses have these foreheads now that look like, you know, Madame Tussauds wax museum. There's an actress who many people consider one of the most beautiful people, and you look at this and you go, what did she do to herself? She doesn't look like her anymore.
Do you think you'd ever try anything again?
Nothing.
Really?
Ever again.
Really?
Ever again.
Dawn admits she was weaving on the road. She says because she was trying to adjust the heater.
The police report says that you failed the gaze test, you failed the walk and turn test, and you
Now,
failed
this is the police report?
Yes, and failed the one-leg stand test, and that you had glassy and bloodshot eyes. So anyone who sees this says, well, which is the truth, Dawn? That's what they're going to ask.
When she loses control, it's so frightening. She told me she was concerned she would break into spasms during our interview.
Are you nervous sometimes now when you...
I was nervous coming to be here with you. You know, it's a big thing. Because I don't want to do it on camera. I don't want, you know. I mean, I took my medicine, so I should be fine, but it's scary.
What was your biggest fear throughout all this?
That I could have been paralyzed forever.
I think this guy in the silver car down below is one, too.
Oh, yeah, with the guy with his arm.
Son of an anchor man. I'm a First Amendment guy. It's inconvenient when they take your picture, but I don't want to restrict anybody from taking my picture. I think that it is insane what's going on now, you know, in terms of chasing.
You got so sick and so anorexic that the producers actually forced you off your own show.
Yeah, it came from Warner Brothers.
Did?
And they had a hospital lined up for me to go into. I felt like I was gonna die. And I got up and I looked in the mirror and I looked at myself, and it was like, kind of for the first time, I went like, whoa. I was like, wow, I look awful.
Oprah opened up to me about the devastating rumors that used to crush her spirit.
It doesn't really bother me anymore because I'm not. He's not, she's not. She's really not.
She's always asking me to scope out for her.
She's always looking for a man and some cake.
You were arrested for driving under the influence.
Yeah, I made a really bad error in judgment, and I made a mistake.
The report mentioned drugs. Were there drugs involved in your arrest? Biggest regret?
My biggest regret is leaving the day before she died. I guess I'll never get over that.
You kept the separation and the divorce so quiet.
It's about the kids, and that's, you know, it's like the people that do drag their divorce through the media. It's like what I say about it is, well, you know, does anyone even think of the kids? They didn't sign up for this.
I sat down with Jerry and talked about how the pain nearly led him to suicide.
Were you actually thinking about killing yourself?
Yeah, I had the gun in my bathroom.
You had the gun in your bathroom?
Yeah, 9mm, beautiful Beretta. I said, it's gonna take a second. And then I thought, my Christ, that's cowardly. But I was in such pain, I didn't care if I'm a coward.
It's a terminal disease. If untreated, you'll die.
Did you ever feel that you were headed that way, that you might die because of your addiction?
Yeah, you know, it gets to the point where it's almost as if you don't really care.
One doctor went as far as saying you're playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Do you think you're taking a risk with your health?
I think that doctor was irresponsible. I think that he can't comment unless he's examined me and looked at my chart.
We are peaceful people, and we love peace. We know that about ourselves. But our record also shows that when called upon to be, that we are also a great warrior nation. And that we have to be restrained in what we say in that regard.
For me, for Michael Jeter, HIV is a sexually transmitted disease. The thing is I slipped up. You know, I was, at the time, I was a 42-year-old man. I knew better. You know, I'm an intelligent guy. I slipped up. I knew everything that you needed to know to not get infected. It's, you know, I'm gonna be paying that one for the rest of my life.
Now when you look at that picture,
I see the bottom of the barrel. It's as bad as it gets.
It's the humiliating mugshot reminder. Leif's arrest for suspected drug possession. The fall of the 70s icon turned inmate.
you looked away
I'm not proud of it.
and you pulled your hat down.
I'm not proud of it. It's the
It
only,
might be the picture that saved your life.
right? That might be. There's only one way from there. It's up.